welcome to another episode of the Mid Majors podcast where the real hoop talk happens, unfiltered and unapologetic. Welcome back. I am your host again, Tacarra.
Yes.
And I got my co-host with me.
And I'm Courtney. So, yeah.
And we ain't finna keep introducing ourselves every episode.
We're not.
We're gonna give y'all about 10 and then...
Okay, you should know my name by now.
Exactly. If you come back, you know us. We was telling our whole life stories last episode, so at this point, you should feel acquainted.
Okay. I was a little bit too vulnerable, but people liked it. So I guess we're going to roll with it.
You know what, though? I feel like I'm a very vulnerable person anyway. I feel like, well, my family would beg to differ. I don't know. I guess I'm different online. I don't know. I be just like roll with it. Have you ever seen that movie, Just Go With It? With Adam Sandler?
No.
It's so funny. You gotta watch it. But I just kind of just roll with it anyway. So for me, it don't. Who cares? Like, if you don't like something, just cut it off.
I know, and that's the kind of vibe I was getting. Like, people were like, just say what you gotta say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll say what I gotta say.
But you know what? It's hard. I get it. The fear of being vulnerable, especially online, because people will be like, well, you said in episode 2 when they'll backtrack something or pull up something from 2012.
Right.
So I get that. But you know, one thing I like about YouTube, I feel like, versus Instagram, I feel like Instagram wants facades. I feel like Instagram is all fake. Instagram is 20 seconds of what we want to see. I watch cleaning videos. I want to see your outfit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see
you cooking. Like, I need all of that.
Organizing. I don't want to see nothing of you, a little too real from you on here.
I need life hacks. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Versus YouTube, if I go to YouTube, I'm going to YouTube to hear something.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I'm saying? I'm coming to YouTube to get inspired, especially if I'm
very intentional. Very intentional.
Exactly.
I agree.
So I'm here for the vulnerability. So, because I might overshare on her too, and they'd be like, "That girl really said that," and I'm like, "Well, whatever."
It's okay. I'm on the bandwagon now. Okay, I'm on the vulnerability bandwagon.
So, first and foremost, we would love to appreciate you guys for supporting us on our first episode. We have gotten some good feedback. Courtney, do you want to, talk about any feedback that you got? Or
I think the one thing that I loved the most about the feedback that we got was that our conversation was natural and it just flowed. I think that was the one thing I was kind of critical on myself about, was that, like, man, I felt like I was stumbling over my words a lot, like not looking into the camera a lot. So, but the feedback that I got from that was like, no, Courtney, you sounded great. You sounded fine. But I love that the feedback that I got, that they felt like they were part of the conversation. And I love that.
That's great.
What about
I thought you did awesome. I thought you were like great. When I went back and watched it, even when I was like doing the editing and stuff, I was like, Courtney's doing fantastic. I thought it was great.
It's so funny because if we're going to relate this to sports, to me, I'm feeling like, man, I feel like she was leading the charge. I need to catch up. Up. She was like leading the conversation. I was like, dang, I don't think I asked her enough questions. Did I ask her enough questions? I don't know.
You got to think too, for me doing this, I have experience. You get what? I had a podcast with my husband for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when it comes to that, like, I've done it before. Like, you got to get the best. I remember when, like, me and Terrell, we were podcasting. Me and my husband were podcasting before it became like what it is now. It was nowhere near that. We started podcasting in 2017, and people would ask me, like, how do you start a podcast? Like, how do you get comfortable on the mic? One thing about when it comes to the microphone and podcasting, like, you have to find your voice. You have to find your voice. You have to find your swag. But one thing, that's like what I was telling you. Like, me personally, so Abby and AP, well, you know Abby.
Yes.
Abby had asked me, one time me and my husband had a live show, Abby had asked me, like, how do you even prep for something like that? I was like, honestly, I think it's like basketball. Like, I read my stuff, I look over my stuff, I play music, I get hype. Like, a bitch got her Romeros on today. Why do I have shoes on in the house? I don't know.
Okay.
But,
the ball is tipped, though.
The ball is tipped.
Let's
you know
go.
what I'm saying? I was playing hype music. So you got to just find your lane that way, and it'll come.
Okay.
It'll come. But no, I'm very blessed. Like, last time I checked, we was at 111 views on YouTube. So we highly appreciate y'all.
Definitely.
So blessed. Continue to share. Continue to tell your friends. Continue to give us feedback. We got people sending us topics and stuff now, which I love. Please do that.
Yes,
tell us what you want to hear.
Please, because one day we definitely want to do something live. that's like the goal. We would love to get somebody on here and talk with them and debate some things or anything like that. So, you know, like if you have something that you want us to talk about, definitely send it to us.
Yeah, please do, because we would love to hear from it. But let's get into the shits. Let's get into it. Has been a very interesting week for the WNBA. Interesting week when I say that, like, it ain't your normal. Well, it's been some drama too, like usual. But it's been. When I say drama, the drama now be Caitlin Clark drama. I hate to say it that way, but usually if it's drama, that's what the drama is. But really, what we want to get to, it was a lot of trades. Not really a lot of trades, but I think, to me, big trades.
Significant ones, for sure.
Significant trades. Let me see. Which one do I want to get into first? Let's talk about it. So I know one in particular that I'm thinking about. I'll tell you who. So out of the people, the 3 teams that made trades was Minnesota, Connecticut, and Seattle.
Yep.
So I'll just read them off. We had Diana Carrington. She got traded, went to Minnesota. Dallas gave her Diamond Miller, Carly Samuelson, and a 2027 second round pick. You want to talk about that one? Or you want me to just read all of them?
Just go ahead and read all of them.
Go
ahead and read all of them.
Aaliyah Edwards, she went to Connecticut Sun. What did they got? JC Shelton, and rights to swap 2026 first round picks. I guess. Brittany, this one's my favorite. I don't want to say it's my favorite. Brittany Sykes, it went to the Storm, and they sent Alicia Clark, Zaya Cook, which they waived, and a 2026 first round pick. You want to go first? Or you want me to, or how you felt about it?
I mean, I think Dejanay going to the Lynx that was an amazing trade.
Yeah,
for the Lynx, like they were already excellent. Already good, and then you add Dejanay Carrington, a phenomenal defender, you know, but also could probably get you at least 10 points and a couple rebounds. I think she had
15 points on her debut.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't necessarily understand that trade with Dallas. They have some other stuff going on. I don't know, but sending her to the Lynx, I think that was like, if Fee gets healthy, they're going to be very, very, very hard to beat.
Yeah, I think Fee just has an ankle sprain. I'm pretty sure it's nothing crazy. But if you're talking about you don't know, you saying you didn't think that trade makes sense?
Yeah, like what did Dallas get? What did Dallas get from that?
You want to know what my opinion?
Yeah. What's your opinion?
That girl did not want to be there. She was unhappy. She did not want to be there. She was unhappy because if you think about it, she wasn't playing. She was hurt.
She wasn't.
And I'm not saying that she wasn't hurt. I'm not going to say that that's not what it was. I just think that, ironically, it's convenient how she got traded to the team and now she's on the floor.
But what's crazy is I don't understand as a competitor. Like, okay, like I know Dejanay's worth as a player. Like, I'm not about to just give you her for free. Like,
I mean, if you think about it, she wasn't. Well, let's see. Carly's injured right now. Carly's out for the season. Carly's not playing. Diamond Miller, until she got hurt, Diamond Miller had like some pretty solid. She had a solid little season. Like, what's it? I should have fact checked this. I think it was last year. Diamond Miller had a pretty. She came in and made some noise. I think for one, I tell you something about the WNBA that I noticed. And I don't know if I didn't pay attention to it before until Dewana Bonner literally just decided, I want to get the fuck up out of here. Excuse my language. Because I know our mamas is listening. Sorry, I apologize. But
okay,
I'm in character.
Okay.
But anyway. But until Dewana Bonner was on some, I want to get the fuck up out of here. I'm not going to play. You know what I'm saying? She was injured too.
Yeah.
You know, and then they waived her. I like the shout out to WNBA, the way they accommodate people. Because, you know, honestly, if a woman unhappy, you don't even want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
You don't even want to deal with it. Like,
big facts.
Men, they still going to go out there because at the end of the day, like, my contract on the line, etc. You know what I'm saying? But women, honey, just go ahead and go. We ain't even good at every day.
We got to get,
don't know
girl.
what you're going to be
you gotta
on.
Go.
Yeah, but I think Dejanay was just unhappy. I think it's a lot of stuff going on in Dallas. But, you know, dang, she had made a comment in an interview the other day with Holly Rowe, and she had just talked about how, like,
I think it was like she was saying like this was the first game she was like happy, or
she said
it was something along the lines of that.
And I think she said along the lines as far as like everybody's like a team player. Did she say that? I'm real with that. It was something along to that, like, you know, like she said she hadn't been happy playing ball in a long time. I mean, Dallas got a lot going on. And
shoot, I just watched the clip today. Like, I don't know all the ins and outs with Dallas right now, but they don't like the head coach. Like, you got the fans screaming that they want the assistant coach to be the head coach. I mean, if that is not a telltale sign.
Who is their head coach?
Nola Henry, I think. And she was one of the coaches in the Unrivaled League.
I thought it was a dude. Summer. It's not a dude?
No. I think it's a woman.
Hold on. We're going to look it up. Give us a quick second. No, it's Chris. Chris is his name. The woman was last year. That's who you talking about. Dallas Wings. Chris Coughlines.
He's the head coach now, though. Right?
Yeah, you talking about last year?
No, this year. They want him gone this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought you were saying that a head coach was a woman.
No. They want the assistant coach to be the head coach.
Where did he even come from? He was an assistant coach for Kinetic Sun and the Sparks and USC. Let me do my research before I go in. So I'm not going to I'm going to move on from him and just stick to the players and stick to what I know.
We'll circle back to this in another episode.
We'll circle back to do before I just go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to do that.
Right.
Today. Let me see. Where was I at? Okay. So, like I said, I think that Dejanay was just unhappy, which is fine. But I will say Minnesota definitely got better because Minnesota is a defensive team. And did she get Defensive Player of the Year last year?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
Did she get it? She did. Or she got most improved.
Look that up.
Let me look that up too.
Let me look it up.
Let me see.
Maybe it was most improved.
It might have been most improved.
But she definitely was known for her defense.
We got all defensive team.
Yeah.
Let me see. WNBA.
And coming in for the playoffs too, they got her. Like, that's just, yeah.
But let's see. No, it was Nafisa. See, when it get to stuff like that, you can't argue. She got most improved player. That's what I thought. Okay, no, she got most improved player, which was very much warranted. I mean, that kind of go hand in hand. Because Asia was the MVP last year. You can't argue that. You gotta give Nafisa something. If you don't give her MVP,
yeah, you gotta give her something.
Defensive Player of the Year, which is she should have got that. And then they did that right. So I'm not even going. That was done right. That was definitely done right.
Not to Caitlin Clark fans or anything like that.
Right.
They were saying you were wrong.
Right.
You're wrong.
Right. Facts.
You're hating.
Facts.
You're a hater. You're a hater, Tacarra. Hater.
We're gonna get into that too, child. But yeah, so I think that was a pretty good. They got better. Aaliyah, the trade that I don't understand is Aaliyah Edwards to Connecticut, leaving the Mystics. Because I mean, the Mystics, they got Shakira Austin, but she's having a solid, pretty year. But I thought Aaliyah Edwards was nice for them. She was hurt, but I ain't really got JC. I think JC Shelton's solid.
I think so too.
I like her game. She fell
I
a lot.
think so too. But she gonna play hard though.
She
don't care. You put her on somebody, she gonna guard them.
Yeah, she's scrappy.
You know what I mean?
So I do like that.
Same.
My favorite trade of them all is the last one. Brittany Sykes to the Storm. To me personally, out of all the trades, I think they've won when it comes to the trade deadline so far.
Why?
I like that one a lot. Well, even though I don't know I think Brittany Sykes might have did a little post on I think she might have hit him with a little, I'm the happiest I've been in a while. I think she might have hit him with one of them too. Because she at the beginning of the season, like, she was pretty solid. Like, she was balling. Like,
yeah,
people were trying to make a case for her to be an all-star. Then it kind of declined a little bit, which, like I said, you don't know what that could have been. I don't recall her having like a serious injury or anything like that, because she's still been playing. But for me, I like that because I like the fact that they was able to keep the people who still balling for them. Like Erica Willer's really having a really good year for them.
She is.
She's having a good year for them.
I definitely agree.
She wasn't able to show what she could do with Indiana, obviously. But she's on like a low key, like a little revenge tour.
She is.
Zaya Cook hasn't been able to play, you know what I'm saying? So you didn't really lose a lot there. Alicia Clark's always nice to have on your team. She always gonna come in, play hard, make a big play, make a big shot. So I'm always gonna like Alicia Clark.
And just that veteran leadership.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta shout out Alicia Clark anyway, because that's that mid-major.
Mid-major, okay? All of that.
Hey, so we definitely
yeah, for sure.
She was on our list. She was on our list. She was on mine.
I thought she was on mine too.
She might have been. She had to be. So yeah, she was.
Yeah,
she had to be. So we gotta shout out to her anyway, the mid majors. But no, I like Brittany because low key they stacked at the guard position. I mean, you got Skylar. I wonder if she'll start. I haven't watched. I don't think she's made her debut yet. I wonder if she'll start. Brittany Sykes.
She has.
Did she make the debut with them?
Yeah, she played. I don't know if she started, but she played though.
Okay, because that's what I was saying. I was wondering if she was going to start.
Why do you like her on that team though? Why? What is it?
I think that I like her pace. I like her pace for that team. I feel like that's a very fast team where you got Skylar Diggins, who she can run the floor. You got freaking two athletes. You got NECA and you got, was it Ezzy? Is that how you pronounce her name? You got Ezzy, who they just run the floor. Everybody's long. I think that she fits
you got
into
Gabby,
that system well.
Tiffany Mitchell,
Gabby, who's balling this year.
Yeah.
Gabby was a first time All-Star this year. So
Facts.
I like that team as far as like depth, as far as momentum, as far as that's a whole lot of scores. She can get you 20 on any given
for sure.
night. Skylar can get you 20 on any given night.
Yeah.
NECA can give you 20 on any given night. Erica Willer, she can give you about 10, 15. She can make big shots. Gabby's been balling, so they got defense. I think that they should make some noise this year in the playoffs. If I had to say for me right now, you know how we had talked about that sleeper team?
Yeah.
I want to say before they added her, I want to say that I said they was a sleeper team.
You
okay,
did.
So I think
Seattle.
For that, I think I really like them. But I like NECA. I like NECA a lot. Because I ain't gonna, honestly, NECA called my bluff because I ain't gonna lie. Like last year, I was on some like, okay, NECA, we got maybe about 2 years left. I was saying
why you be clocking them so hard?
and I'm gonna get into that too. But I mean, we might as well. I'm gonna get into that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna say this. I do be clocking them, but me watching that Diana Taurasi documentary checked me on that. And I'm done clocking them. You get what I'm saying? Which we can go ahead and get into that. So
are we pivoting? Okay. Are we pivoting?
You posed the question. So like me watching the Diana Taurasi, and I got notes on that, honey, because I was like, let me take my time, baby.
I do too. I loved it.
It was excellent, actually.
I loved it.
But with me saying that's my GOAT, and I said what I said, I don't care. I'm not ain't nobody gonna take that away from me. Me saying that's my GOAT, I'm sticking to it, and that is what it is.
Okay.
So me just seeing Diana, and when she had talked about in that, and if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Taurasi. It's a great story. We felt like it should have been longer.
Yeah.
But I guess they was like, girl, you gonna get 3
It deserves to be longer, that's for sure.
Yeah, because it's so much more they could have dove into, but we'll get into that too. But the point that I was making when you asked me why I be clocking people, I would clock people. Like, I'd be ready on here to give y'all a list and tell y'all, like, this person should retire. But after I watched that and just saw that, first of all, Diana Taurasi was making $42,000. That's the number 1 draft pick.
$42,000, y'all.
$42,000 is what she was making as the number 1 draft pick.
$42,000.
Which is nothing.
Insane.
Nothing.
Insane.
I'm gonna look up the equivalent of what that would have been, first at the time to now. But it probably what they getting paid now, probably $79,000, and with the inflation, that's probably, which is still nothing. But anyway, the fact that she had talked about how she would go to Russia and she would make all of this money in Russia, and how it put a bad taste in her mouth is when she would come back to the league and be treated like the janitor's making more money than her, like she was being treated like nothing.
They
treated
said
like celebrity.
They said 16 to 18 times more than what she was making in the WNBA.
You talking about at Russia?
Yes.
Absolutely. What did she say? If you could
16 times to 18 times more.
They was making millions.
If you had the clip, and maybe you pull it up later for the YouTube, but even Candace Parker said that. It was an interview that she did where she said overseas was her full-time, that was her main job.
You watch that documentary?
Who, Candace Parker's?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
She had a good one too.
She had a good one too?
Hers could have been longer.
But Candace Parker was like, let's be clear. She said the WNBA was my part-time job.
Yeah.
Like, that was not my prime time job.
Yeah. But to that point, I feel like now I'm happy at the point where, because I'll be honest with you, Diana's my GOAT, like I said, but I felt like Diana kind of overstayed. But I felt like Kobe overstayed, and I love Kobe. But these players overstand. I ain't mad at them, because to me, that's reparations. Like, at the end of the day, you can come, you can be hurt, you can play half a season. You can still get that little money that they pay you, that this real, like you said, it's a part-time job. I mean, I think that's them getting their time in. You know, you could. It's how long is the WNBA season? How many months? What starts in what May? May. It's what 5, 6
right
months?
After the NBA season. Yeah, for sure.
5, 6 months. You come over here and get this quick little 6 month money. I don't blame them. I overstay too. It's reparations, especially when she talked about how everything she had to go through at the beginning, where like they wanted her to have a certain look, how they wanted her to, look girly. Basically telling her, hey, we're trying to sell tickets. This is what the look we're trying to go for. This is what's going to put. You know what that was given? It was given like, go ahead.
Why does the media do that? That bothers me so much, that they feel the need to control women that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's even now, like, if you get into that whole Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all this stuff, it seems like the loudest people that are talking about this are the men, and it's very divisive. And it's like, bro, like, did you just start watching women's basketball like 2 years ago or a year ago? But the sense that they have so much power in what they're saying, and so much like, yes, this is it. And it's just like, really, like, shut up, and just let the girls play, right? let like, why do men like the mansplain shit all the time? And it's just like, bro, like, stay out this lane, stay in your lane, let us stay in our lane and do what we doing. It's two totally different things,
I think that it's the unfortunate part about being a woman in sports, because like, I think that that's just, it's always been this way. Like, have you seen the movie A League of Their Own? Courtney, you ain't seen A League of Their Own with Tom Hanks? Child.
No.
I'm finna pull your millennial card. But okay, so if you go, for the people who've seen A League of Their Own, that's a classic. I mean, it's about the women playing baseball during it was war times, child.
I know what movie you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay, it might have been, was it World War II, child? But I think about that scene, how they wanted the women to wear skirts. And they was like, how am I supposed to slide in that? But they're like, if you gonna be here, you gonna dress like a lady. They made them take etiquette classes. They showed them how to dress, showed them how to act. You're gonna act like a lady. So I mean, I think that that's just the way of the world. I think that that's the way of, even we talked about Instagram earlier. I think that to be successful on Instagram, you gotta have a certain look. I think that to you know something, to get to this point too, you remember when Kim K, and if you don't remember, it's whatever, Kim K had collab with the WNBA players last season on Skims.
Yeah.
She picked Kelsey Plum, pretty sure.
Yeah, she picked
of course, Dejanay Carrington was on there.
Cameron Brink.
Of course. Cameron Brink. I mean, what do they have in common? I mean, everybody. Sex sells. Nothing. And I'm saying this in the most great way towards them. Like, Everybody's beautiful. And I remember Natasha Cloud making a post, and she was like talking about this. I don't know if it was on Twitter or what it was on, and she had talked about how, like, I guess they called I don't know. I guess they called themselves the Poppies. I guess that's what they called them. I don't know if that's
The
a new word.
Poppies?
I don't know if that's a new word for stud now. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let me know. And she had talked about how they had gotten left out.
Why would they be called the Poppies?
That's a whole nother conversation. But that's what she was saying. She was talking about how they had gotten left out. Like, you know what I'm saying, as far as the campaign or whatever. But I mean, it was the girly girls that they had. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth as far as, like, you know, who's gonna get the marketing, and it's the sad truth and harsh reality with that about who got chosen.
That's
so
true.
I mean, I think that it just kind of goes with that when it comes to the league. It's always been that way. I'm dating something back to freaking World War II if it was.
No, but it's still overly frustrating.
It is.
It's just like, bro, like, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Okay? Stay in y'all lane. Let the women play basketball. I feel like they create these narratives that's very divisive, you know? And it's just like, I feel like we've been watching Sports Center a lot. I mean, okay? Y'all ain't never had this many opinions about women's basketball. And then, like, all of a sudden, what y'all say is fact and what y'all say is concrete, you know?
And you know what I hate about that? I hate the fact that I love the fact that we're having, like, the new fans for the league. I love that. I hate the fact that we're happy as far as, like, the people the administrators of the league, the people. I hate the fact that they're happy about just the attention, regardless if it's negative attention, regardless if it's positive attention. They're happy with it just being attention, period. They don't care what the narrative is. They don't care what people will say or what they run with. They're just happy with attention, period. And then it's the point of, like, ooh, it's gonna be a word. And then it's the point of, we should be grateful, or the women should be grateful, because people are watching. And that, regardless of what y'all are getting, regardless of people are paying attention to y'all should be grateful that they're watching y'all. Like, what?
That's what I was trying to say, but I feel like it wasn't coming out. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
we should be grateful. Please shut the F up. Please.
Yeah. We should be grateful.
Shut up.
Caitlin Clark's in the league, and
please shut up.
We should be grateful that she's got everybody. Well, that's crazy, and it's the men saying that.
She got y'all popping.
That's
bro. Crazy. Like, I just, like, the disrespect just be so, like, it just be crazy. It's crazy.
Another note on that. I love the fact how, and if whatever point you want to make, just stop me. I love the fact how they had showed, and this was intentional. They had showed the physical play that Diana had to go through in the documentary to talk about how she had went through the same thing. That was very intentional, and
we got the same notes.
We
got the same notes. Facts. Because hold on, let me scroll down. She says we didn't have to complain about everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She got beat down too when she got to the league too.
Yeah.
That's the game. That's how it's played. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think one of the things for me that, like, also stood out, because it touched on what our conversation was last week, about when she did retire. And one of the questions that she posed was like, you know, I don't have any hobbies. Like, what are those? You know what I mean? Like, she had no idea, like, what she wanted to do after she retired, which is probably why she did play so long. Because it's just like, what am I supposed to do if I'm not playing basketball? I don't have hobbies. I haven't done anything new or done anything, like, and at the same time, it felt good to know that, like, even people at the highest level go through that too.
Yeah. See, I see that differently. When I think about, like, people like that, one, girl, you can go ahead and go in. Now, I don't think it's her personality to get into, like, sports media. I don't think that that's her personality to do that. So I love the Sue Bird show when they do it on March Madness. Now, I love that.
Because it's unfiltered.
It's amazing.
It's
unfiltered. I think that, like, I think Taurasi is so, like, I don't give a fuck. So that's why I don't see her being like a sports media person to be in the, because you got to simmer down. You really can't. Now, she could come on podcasting and really get to it if she wanted to. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
I think for her, I think she's just so, whatever. But when I hear that, like, what do I do after retirement? Enjoy your damn family. Enjoy your money. And enjoy this time.
Okay, but to that, it's like for somebody that hasn't been around their family, okay, like you're not even with your family half of the time. You're traveling, you're overseas, you're practicing, you're at games or whatever, that you don't even know how to be with your family.
That's what they said happened to Tom Brady. They said that's why Tom Brady went back. They said he got with them kids and said never mind.
I think a lot of like, especially older couples that are in retirement, they're probably like, I'm not used to you being at the house all the freaking time. Yeah. Like, it's an adjustment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so as good as that sounds, like, I want to take my kid to school. I want to, like, be there for dinner. It's like, how long is that going to last?
Because, and I hate to say this too, and I hate to put it this way, because, like, I know, like, women, you know how women we are with our routines. Yeah. Especially single women. I always say this about single women. And I tell my single homegirls this. Y'all are going to struggle when somebody's in y'all space. Because y'all haven't had nobody in y'all space for a long time. Like, when you get a spouse like that situation, you used to a certain lifestyle for as many years as y'all used to it, you consider your person as they in a way. Like, I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
No,
like, honey, you in a way. Like, we do things this way. Or why is it? I do
this
things
is
this
our
way.
Routine. Like,
because really, at your point, it's our house. And to get into me talking about her with her family, and I got to get into the tea because I'm going to. So, Penny had a husband. Her wife.
Oh, she stole her?
You missed that part? Penny was married. Penny was married.
I missed that.
I mean, you know, and I feel like they said that because Penny was like, you know, I didn't want to lie, etc. But
okay, I remembered that part. I missed the whole marriage part.
No, she was married, honey. Penny had a husband. Okay. But you know what, though? I wondered the same because, you know, I watched Candace Parker's documentary. They didn't really get to it's like they go around the bush be here, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying?
See, so and I was paying attention to the bush, okay?
Honey.
That sounded crazy, but that's okay.
That did sound crazy. Pause.
That sound crazy. Pause.
That sound crazy. Pause. But because when I watched the Candace Parker documentary, I was like on some, so was you married to Sheldon? Because you was married to this, and then you was going overseas, and then she on a team. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, but I don't think that they might have said it without saying it on that one. But this one was blatantly, I was married, I had a husband, I knew I was in love with Diana. So I was like, okay, that's a little tea that we probably the world probably knew, but they all just broadcasted it.
All of that.
Did you remember the part about? Did you remember Diana in the whole her being banned or her with the failing the drug test? I remember that.
I don't remember that. Like, I don't remember
when it was going on.
Yeah, no.
I remember when it was going on, but it's so like we talked about with the media. I do remember when it was going on, but I think that the crime was broadcast more than the case was dropped. It didn't happen. You get what I'm saying?
Obviously.
Right. Yeah. I felt like it was more dramatized about the fact where, she's banned and they talking about she's going to jail. But so I'm glad they went into that too. So that was, I'm like, dang, I do remember that. So it was like a good refresher. Like,
it was, yeah.
I didn't realize, like I said, I think all this was a refresher to me because I don't think that I realized that Diana won 3 at UConn. I knew she did too, but I didn't realize that she had won 3 at UConn.
Bro, I don't think what people realize is that, like, especially when we were growing up and doing AAU, like, the only 2 colleges you really heard about was UConn and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like, it was so nostalgic, like, to, like, watch this documentary because it made me feel like, man, I'm that little girl just watching basketball and, like, loving Tennessee, loving UConn. And when they ask you what college you want to go to, like, you saying either one of those, you know, like, I want to go to Tennessee, I want to go to UConn. Like, that's what it was. And I don't think people realize that type of impact that like they had over women's basketball, you know? And that's what frustrates me the most about this whole, like, the whole Caitlin Clark stuff, and the which I think is great. What she's doing is definitely not about her at all, because what she's doing is great. But it's just like, yo, like, it's been so many great women's basketball players in the WNBA, like, that have opened the doors for so many people. And it's like, I like just encourage you all to like really learn about those players, really look at those players, because a lot of them, not most of them, the majority of them were playing when there was no social media. Go Google Diana Taurasi's highlights. Okay? Go Google Maya Moore's highlights. Go Google Candace Parker's highlights. Like,
you know what's sad? Kids, the ones watching it, they probably don't even know Maya Moore.
They don't.
Is what's crazy. They probably don't even. That's probably out of sight, out of mind for them. They probably don't.
And even. But you know, that's the crazy part. Okay. Ooh, child.
Take your time, child.
But that's the crazy part, though, because for me, as being a sports parent myself, I'm trying to have my baby watch.
I know what you're getting to.
I know what aspects of different players, okay? You might not be watching a prolific scorer right here, but you see how they play defense? You see how they pass?
Yeah.
You see that? You see that IQ level? Like, yeah. That's that. Do you see how this person plays defense and rebounds the ball? Like, like, you see that. So to me, it's like, why wouldn't you introduce your child to a variety of different players to really see the game as what it is? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's just how and it really is how the game is now, right? Like, everybody wants to shoot threes, like deep threes from half court, pull up three. If you're open, shoot it. Don't want to run no offense. Like, just 5 out, open gym. Just do whatever the hell you want to do.
So you're upset.
And it's just, I just, listen, that's never been my thing. It's just like, bro, what are we doing? So it's disorganized. It's chaos. I don't, for me, it's just like, if we're circling back to like the original point, I think if you have a child, I think it's great that if your child idolizes Caitlin Clark and your daughter loves how she plays or whatever, that's great. But at the same time, I think it's very important to show her some other players that are really great too. And that we're doing things. Hell yeah.
We blaming the parents for not educating their kids.
And I'm
gonna give y'all a point, another side point. And, I'm going to take y'all to church real quick. Because I tell you a time, I don't have kids. So when it comes to that, I'm going to be that person. But I was at a job and I was working with I worked for Peloton like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with a 21-year-old girl and we was playing music. And Kanye West, When It All Falls Down, came on. And that girl said, "Who is this? I don't know this song." Then Tupac, How Do You Want It, came on. And I was like, she was like, who, what's the name of this song? I said, you know what? How old is your parents? And low-key, her parents was close to our age. Her parents was about 42. And I said, you know what? I blame your mama.
Hold on,
pause. Your daddy.
I just want y'all to know that we are not close to 42. Like, Tacarra, what are you talking about?
We closer to their parents' age than we are to them.
I'm 35, y'all. I am not close to 42. I don't know what Tacarra is talking about.
Damn, my bad. It's like what I meant was we closer to the parents' age than we are, to her.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't know none of them songs, and I was like, "Oh, I'm disgusted." Because how do you not know this? How do you not know this?
I have a story similar.
Yeah.
Years ago, I worked at Nordstrom Rack. And you know how they had a little retail music on the background?
Yeah.
Retail music is on the background. And the only Michael Jackson song they had was Thriller. And this girl that I worked with, she was like, "I really like this song." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you like Michael Jackson? She was like, "Well, this is the only song I know." I said, "Girl, what?"
Yeah.
I said, "This song is the only song that you know." She was like, "Yeah."
So now I gotta make your playlist.
Girl, I bought her the whole Michael Jackson's Best Hits CD. I say, girl, here, you can have that, okay? Like, because it's crazy that you walking around this world thinking that Michael Jackson only has Thriller. It's crazy.
Yeah. To this point, when we talking about the young kids, so one thing that me and Courtney was talking about as far as when I thought about, so like I said, we had been posting on TikTok, which TikTok is that younger generation. We were talking about as far as our audience, like, because you have to identify your audience when it comes to a certain niche, like, because you'd be oblivious if you think that we would be oblivious to think that our podcast would be for everyone, because it's not. Right. If you were born in 2004, this podcast probably isn't for you. And because the 2004 and up, I even give it the 2000s and up. I give it to y'all. The 2000s up, y'all think that everybody is a hater. So that's what, Courtney, I'm going to ask you this question. What is your opinion on these older players? Because it talked about, so with the Diana Taurasi, I'll bring it in. So with the Diana Taurasi, I said I like the fact that they showed how physical that they were with her, because she went through the same thing. And then they had brought up the clip of when she had said that Caitlin Clark was going to be facing reality when she came to the league. So, and then they had talked about how, they had put up, and I love that shit, how they put up TikToks of everybody going crazy about Diana. And I'm just like, y'all are just some disrespectful kids. Now, talk to your parents.
Facts.
So what is your thoughts on this, y'all are haters generation?
My thoughts on it, number one, is like, I think most of these people haven't even played basketball or played a sport.
Let's talk about it.
Like, so that's that, and I think it's more so, like, to me, I don't think Caitlin Clark feels the way that her fans feel.
She does.
Because Caitlin Clark is a real competitor.
Facts.
If anything, I'm flattered that you want to foul me hard and that you want to be up in my ass and guard me and try to stop me. I'm flattered because you think that I'm that great. You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes with this generation, like, you can't critique them or you can't say anything to them without it coming across as like you're hating. And I feel like if you want to, especially if you're playing a sport and you want to be great at it, there are some people that I'm just going to listen to, and that's just flat out. So for me, like, if Candace Parker is actually speaking my name as a player and she's telling me like, oh, like, these are some of the things that she could work on or whatever, I'm like, wow, Candace Parker mentioned me and she's saying that I can do these as a competitor, that's how you should take it. And I think that's how Caitlin takes it. I don't think Caitlin cares about any of it at all. I think she's flattered. Like, yeah, come guard me. I'm still going to shoot this shit from half court. Come guard me. She's still going to do that. I think she's going to do that. But it's more so her fan base and stuff like that. And it's just to pose a question. It's like, did you even play basketball? Did you play at one of the highest levels? You know what I mean? What sport did you play? Like a physical sport? Did you get hit? Did you have to run a lot? Or like, I don't know what type of conditioning, like golf or any of those.
She said golf.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and because that's a hard thing to do.
Y'all ain't play a contact sport.
Like, I'm just saying, like, you're gonna get hit. Like what? Yeah. Like, you play basketball, you're gonna get hit. I don't think Caitlin cares. Do I think that she plays the system? Yeah, I'm a flop. Everybody flops. Yeah. You poke me in my eye, I'm gonna fly back like you just hit me hard.
But that's part of being a competitor too.
Exactly.
That's part of seeing you figuring it out on the first quarter how the game's gonna be called. And
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's
like, oh, you calling those ticky tacks? Okay,
cool.
Exactly. I'm gonna make sure I make a loud noise every time you hit me.
Exactly. That's just coming. You just got to see how the game's being called. Like,
what about you though?
I mean. So I think something that stood out with what you just said when you talked about how the way I see it is I think about the generation or the times of sports that we came from and just the generation that we are versus this generation. And when you talk about how as far as if somebody's talking, you're going to listen. If somebody who's better than you, somebody, because you got to think, we looked up to these people. I looked up to Taurasi. Like I said, Taurasi's my GOAT. Like, I done went to a Sparks game when Candace Parker was with Lisa Leslie, stood in line for it. Let me get an autograph when I was 16. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're that generation. But, you know, and this is going to be a whole little, this is going to be good. We're also the end of that generation. If I think about Gen Z, Gen Z don't give a fuck. They not listening to nobody. They taking their own. They moving how they want to move. They're unhinged, and which is, I love that generation. I honestly do, because some of it, it's like they not taking no toxic shit from a job. Yeah. They not taking shit from no toxic family members.
They be like, you was at that job for 10 years. Like
they not doing what we did. No, you get what I'm saying? So like, when I think about, even if I think about the type of ball, like I think about the type of basketball that we used to. Think about it, like. We from a generation where, like, it might have been, let me say it this way. Your coaches, from where we came from, could get away with a lot of bullshit that today is questionable and today could get your ass fired. Your coaches did that. But we didn't run to the athletic director. We didn't run home and tell our mamas. You get what I'm saying? We didn't do that shit. This younger generation, they tell it and you gonna lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, we coming from a generation of that. They calling their own rules. They calling their own shots.
You can't critique them at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's like, I think about that type of ball. Like, even when it come to like Caitlin Clark, when you talk about, we don't see Caitlin Clark getting on the mic. They're fouling me.
Yeah, no.
And I'm being targeted.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
That girl said it was basketball. It's basketball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's one thing I like about her and what I respect of her. Because like, and that's why I like the fact how they were so intentional of showing that Diana got the same thing. But at the end of the day, to me and how I see it, and if they want to pull, in which I got the clip up too, where, because we're going to get into that, where they talking about now they want her to get civil rights protection from the government. They want Trump to get in, child. But anyway, when I think about that, and I think about we talked about our welcome to college moments. To me, when it comes to, even if for me to say that Caitlin Clark didn't have an X on her back would be crazy for me not to say that,
as hell.
She does have X on her, because they're saying that you coming to the league, you are a big saver for the league. I'm going to show you what the league is about.
And as you as a competitor, are you not coming for her?
That's what I'm saying. Bitch,
like,
I'm in character, y'all. I'm coming for the transfer who y'all said was gonna take my spot at Tennessee Tech.
Exactly.
I'm coming for the freshman who ran her mouth to the damn coach, or ran her mouth to whoever her friends back home and said that she gonna come in here and she gonna take her spot. The girl, Tacarra Hayes, that's y'all's first team all conference player. I'm good. That's what you said. She's gonna have hell to pay when she come. That's part of being a competitor. That's the game.
Thanks. Yeah.
That's the game. But you know what I'm saying? We also come from a hazing generation. You know, we might have threw the balls for the freshmen and threw the balls for the freshmen. Go get the balls, freshmen. You can't do that shit no more, because the freshmen gonna have your ass and damn
I
the
didn't
HR.
Huh?
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. I loved my freshmen. I did not do that.
I love my freshmen too. We only had one.
I just snuck them in the club. That's it.
I was more of a little, if I had to say of a time era where I was like, maybe like, if Tacarra was a bitch, that would be high school. That's what I would probably say. Because like they was probably like 7th and 8th grade, and I was annoyed because they were so young, but they could ball though. But anyway, and they were playing on the team. But we come from that generation where it might have been some stuff done like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for y'all to come and say that she's getting targeted, and I just don't see it that way. I'm not going to say that she ain't getting targeted, but I'm going to say that that's a part of the game.
It's a part of the game.
Exactly.
It's a part of the game. You can't tell me you ain't never been slapped upside your head or been fouled hard. If you played a sport, a contact sport, and played the game, and that's just that.
What's the difference of like, even if we want to talk about with men, what's the difference about like, when was it? This had to be about was it 10 years ago, where they got in trouble, where they had talked about in the NFL how they were paying the players to take players out.
I remember
It was
that.
like
I don't
behind
know
the
if it was
scenes.
last year though, but I
And then
remember.
it was like Herman Edwards. That was his name. I think, is it Herman Edwards I'm talking about? He's not on TV no more. He had talked about, whoever told on this is crazy to me. Like, he had talked about whoever like put this out there and said that this is happening is crazy to me. You get what I'm saying? It is wrong, but we come from that type of era of sports. You get what I'm saying? Like, these kids now, like, they telling, you can't tell them nothing. They know more than you. They just pick up the ball.
You said they snitching, okay?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, your job is done. Like, you can't. The world is so sensitive now anyway. Like, you can't say shit. Like,
emotional abuse.
That's what yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, I can speak. It probably was. You get what I'm saying? But it probably was. But am I gonna say on some? I was bullied when I was in. No, I sucked that shit up and I went out there and I played better.
Facts, and that's the thing too. It's like it's my lens like shifted in that way. Like, cause to me, I don't view it that way, right? Like, I just view it as like you just pushing me to be better. That's how I view it.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna score on you.
I'm not taking it personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, okay, I need to be better. I need to do better. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I think you're absolutely right, where it's just, I think it's a generation thing where things are just different. And I try to think about my own kids in those situations.
That's a good point. Talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because my son, he does not respond to that. He does not respond. And at the same time, I think a good coach.
Good job knowing your kids, mama.
Yeah. I think as a coach, I think you have to realize, and I think good coaches know this though.
I agree.
Good coaches know that I can talk to one player a certain type of way and get results. And I know that I can't talk to this player a type of way and get results because they're going to shut down. So because I can get in your ass right now and you going to get me a bucket right now. Yeah. And then I'm going to talk to you just simple and then you going to get me a bucket.
Vice versa. Like you said, you got that player. Like, I was the player. What used to piss me off, my player would, man, if she would take me off a play and put somebody else on a play, I'd be like, bitch, like, you know what I was like?
Yeah.
That would be, and I'm
like, okay, well, personal.
I'm gonna take it personal. But you, like, to your point, you do have them players that you can say one thing to and that might fuck up the whole season. Which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It might fuck up the whole season. They might be done for 7 months because you told them they was bad for one day. Which is the truth.
Yeah. But I think with my son, like, he does not, he doesn't respond to that. And that was something that I had to adjust to and that I feel like I'm still adjusting to because that's not how I was coached growing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, my dad coached me a lot. In my basketball career. Shout out to my dad. I love you so much. But he was hard on me. He was hard on me and my brother. Like, and he coached us that way. But I think it made us great players. We were very successful at our careers. I played basketball. My brother played football. Like, it just built a certain type of character, right? Yeah. So now that I have my own kids, it's like, oh, like, I need to do that same thing. Right? Like, because that is what got me to the next level. But really, my son does not respond to that and he shuts down. Shuts down. I have to, like, I just have to talk to him. I just have to talk to him
your
regular. And
it's the little gutter one, the little gutter baby.
Oh, girl, she's a no limit soldier. Nelly, cue the music.
We gotta hug the boy. It's okay.
Cue the music. Okay, Nelly is gonna be a no limit soldier, but my son's passion.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Let me tell you something, Christian. I never have to question his work ethic because he wants to be good. He wants to do good. He's a great listener. He's very coachable. So that's the reason why you don't have to, like, go rah at him. Because if you just talk to him, he gonna, like, okay, he's receptive to it. And then he's gonna do it. But I think that's a good coach.
Question.
Okay.
Let me ask you so Christian is 7.
6.
Christian is 6. He's about to turn 7 is
in
coming up.
September.
Okay, he's about to turn 7. At that age, because I see you having him in training how many days a week?
For baseball, we'll do 3 days a week, and then
So you have him in
soccer.
yeah, 2 trainings.
Yeah, soccer, and then we do basketball too.
How do you manage, or how do you have a conversation when it comes to possibly burnout? Because I saw where you had just posted where you gave him like a few weeks off. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it like a week off or 2 weeks off?
Yeah, I gave him the whole month of July off.
You gave him a month of July. So like, is that a conversation that you've had, or is that something that you just felt like that was needed? You get what I'm saying? Because like, I don't have kids, like I said, but I'm kind of like your mindset of like, you got to go hard. Freaking so-and-so's out there working and you took off July. You know what I'm saying? I come from that generation. My daddy would have been like, you look at you taking off a month.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like, how does that go? Or how did that
Absolutely. I thank you for that question. Absolutely. For me, I think sometimes parents, that it's like they have this thing sometimes where like, I don't want to control. I just want them to do what they want to do, you know? And I think that's great. If that's your parenting style, I'm not here to debate anybody's parenting style. But if my child, if he tells me he wants to do something, then you're going to do it to the best of your ability. Okay? And Christian is he's very passionate. He like, I'm going to be the triple GOAT. That's Christian. That's the way Christian talks. You know, so it's just like, okay, like as a parent, it's my job to try to get you there to the best of my ability.
And tell you what it takes.
And he's 6, so I don't know how much he comprehends it, but I still talk to him about it, where it's just like, you know, it's some things mommy doesn't feel like doing either, you know, but we still got to do it at the end of the day. You know, like, oh, you don't feel like practicing today, but it's like, didn't you tell me you wanted to be the triple GOAT? And then he's like, yeah, I want to be the triple GOAT. And it's like, okay, well, the triple GOAT practices. You can't be the triple GOAT and you don't practice. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing that I do tell him at the end of the day, it don't matter what type of practice he got, what type of game, it's more so I always tell him, like, I just want you to do your best. Always. I just want you to do your best always. And the rest will follow. You know what I mean? Even if you're tired, even if you hit a wall, whatever it is, I'm still going to push through. I'm going to persevere and I'm going to get through it. I think it builds like a certain type of character, because when you get older, as we know, there's going to be a lot of things you don't feel like doing.
Facts.
It's going to be a lot of things you don't feel like doing. It's going to be a lot of days where you feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not doing this or whatever, but you still got to push through and do it.
Yeah.
I tell Christian, I said, you like the games that I get you? He's like, yeah, mommy, I do. You know, I said, look, like, you like the clothes on your back and the food on the table, all those things. He's like, yeah. I said, well, mommy got to go to work. Mommy and daddy got to go to work. I said, you think mommy and daddy want to go to work all the time?
Period.
No, but we got to do what we got to do. And that, to me, it's in that same thing where it's like, if for me, this is how I roll. And this is how my parents roll too. If my child tells me this is what he wants to do, it is my job to get them there to the best of my ability, because at the end of the day, they are children. They have no idea what it takes to get to the next level. They don't know. I agree. They have no clue. So it's a lot of sacrifices, that's for sure, as you get older. And you know that. Like, it's a lot of stuff that we missed. A lot of dances, a lot of hanging out with friends, a lot of things that we missed, but it got us to the next level in what we wanted to accomplish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, as a parent, I just feel like if Christian is telling me he wants to do something, okay, so you're telling me you want to play baseball. You're telling me you want to play soccer. You're telling me you want to play basketball. You're telling me you want to be the triple GOAT. Well, you need to practice like a triple GOAT.
Right.
You know, but I challenge him in that way, and he's very receptive to it. You know, you can't tell him that he's not good at something at all. You know, but yeah, that's
do you ever work? Because like when you're having this talk, the word that comes to me is discipline. Like, is that a word? Because like that takes discipline to come out there and work out 3 days a week, even though I don't want to. And the only reason why I said it, because I literally asked I don't know why I asked ChatGPT the other day, like, what does it take to have discipline, or how do you get discipline? I don't know why I was like literally asking that the other day. But I'm thinking about like it takes that to be good. You get what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to, like you have to get. Because I think about for me as a player, and a lot of people don't know this. Some people, my coaches probably know this for sure. Me, like, I was strictly talented. I've always been talented. I've always been, even if I get like a new job, if I get a new job, if me coming in the new job, I'm going to be better than everybody else. That's just always how it's been for me.
Your mindset.
Yes, I'm going to be better than everybody the first day. But everybody has always caught up to me and got better to me because I didn't have that discipline and I didn't have that work ethic. So like, but I think for me, like, and that's what I admire about what you do with your son, because I think if that would have been instilled to me when I was 6 and 7, like, hey, you have to work hard at this age. Because if you think about the GOATs, if we talk about the GOATs, if we talk about Tiger's daddy was on his ass and he had that golf club at 3. You know what I'm saying? So I think about like that situation. If that would have been instilled, that's something that it can be instilled at a young age to be great. Because when we see the videos, we see the documentaries, we saw Diana Taurasi with a ball, you know what I'm saying, at a young age. Like, we saw her outside.
And I seen you the clips. Christian crying at baseball because he mad. He's mad that he's not hitting the balls. And I love that because he's so like, I needed these balls. I need to be whatever, but at the same time, it's crazy because I feel like our generation has like that, like we have that old school mindset, but at the same time, we have that
push kind of,
like we have that both. So at the same time, I love that he wants to be great. And he's like, I'm so mad that I wasn't hitting these balls. Like, because to me, it shows like, like you should be upset. Like, you know what I mean? Like that competitiveness. But at the same time, knowing that how my son is, I'm like, Christian, it's okay. You ain't gonna hit the ball all the time.
Right.
It's okay. Are you out there doing your best? Right.
And he's like, what's his name? Otani? Shit. Otani will go for 4 strikeouts in a game and hit 5 home runs in a game.
I have to show Christian the major league players striking out. Just so he knows that, like, Christian, like, they strike out too.
Yeah.
It's okay. But
it's a lot of games in baseball.
I love his work ethic. I absolutely love it. Because he has his days where he doesn't want to do it, but he loves it.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves it.
Yeah. That's one thing, like, I liked about the fact how they showed what they showed us when it came to Diana, like I said, when it comes to all the GOATs, it shows them working on their game when they 3, when they 4, when they 5. Like, I think about Beyonce, because y'all know I love her. I mean, think about when she was singing, when she was a young kid. Like, it takes that.
It takes that.
It takes that. It don't.
And it takes that.
It takes that, unless you just an anonomaly. You know what I'm saying? That you got good at 15, and then you just whatever.
Facts. And my thing was like, who, it's like, well, what if they don't want to do it? What if they don't want to? And I'm like, well, Christian said he want to do it. So I don't like, for me, it's like, you want to be good or you want to be like, what? I don't know. You want to be trash.
You know, another thing too, and this could be when it comes to like men and work, because I know for me, like we talked about, like, if you, like, my work ethic was shitty. I'm mature enough to admit that about myself. That was my problem. Like, I didn't, and that's another reason why I didn't want to go to the league. Because I'm in a league, it ain't your coaches. That's like, for me, I was a way better player in college because I had to work out. I had to get better, or it wasn't no choice. I had to have individuals. So that's why I got better every year. But if I think about as far as like the WNBA, when that season's over, honey, it's on you. It ain't nobody making you do it. It ain't your coaches. What's up? You are off. My ass was gonna set on Netflix and not get better. You get what I'm saying? I knew that about myself.
Right.
I knew that. So it's like, when it comes to that, and I think about like as far as like Diana and just her work ethic, I like the fact how they show like her, just how she fell in love with the game at a young age. Like, what did you think about, just to piggyback on that? Was it not I thought it was like some cute little petty tea that how her mama didn't like Gino.
I'm gonna be honest. I think a lot of parents probably don't like Gino.
They probably
don't.
They probably don't.
It didn't surprise me. I think Gino.
I don't think anybody likes him besides his players.
I don't. Gino gives me that. I think he's a phenomenal coach, but it didn't surprise me at all. I think it's a lot of parents that probably don't care for him in that way.
But a point that I did want to make when it came to this documentary, because we had talked about as far as like the times that we're in now versus the time that Diana was coming up.
Yeah.
Because I've always argued this. If we would have had social media, and that's what Gino said, if Diana, I put exactly, they talked about how like a comment that somebody had made, a quote was, Diana was ready for the league wasn't ready for Diana.
Yeah.
And it talked about how she didn't know what was next, and we didn't know social media was going to be a factor. And Gino, I think it was Gino that said this in the documentary, if you did something great last night, you were the greatest ever. Which is true. Like, because people just throw the word GOAT out. Don't even call me that shit. Especially if you want, don't ever comment that under my picture when it comes to that. Especially when it comes to Tennessee Tech. Don't you call me the GOAT and I look and you see you calling the next person. Don't call me that. I'm sick of it. They throw that word out there to everybody. You done seen, some of y'all got about 10 GOATs. Some of you, I'm looking at the camera when I say, some of y'all got about 10 GOATs, and I'm sick of it. I've been consistent with my GOAT. I said Diana was my GOAT. I ain't switch up. I sat there. I told you who my GOAT was. Some of y'all got about 10. I'm loyal. Don't call me that ever.
You smart. All of that.
I'm sick of it. But when it comes to that situation, as far as if we look at Diana's legacy that she left at UConn, but UConn period. UConn would, if it came to the NIL, UConn would have been what LSU is now in the NIL game for years to come. And they would have been a league in their own. Think about it. They would have got all the money because nobody was close. At all. I will say this though. If somebody was to argue that the game wasn't as competitive when it came to, NCAA for a long time as far as even playing field, if somebody wants to argue that, I wouldn't argue that, because you got to think about it.
No.
UConn went on like what, 105 game winning streak.
Crazy.
Or so, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't nobody want to watch that. I mean, we did because we like basketball.
Yeah.
But I think that, so I'll say this, when it comes to, I think that, and y'all really gonna get mad about me saying this, I think that we've seen a lot of people who would have been Maya Moore. I mean, she's a UConn player. If I had to switch it up, I'm gonna say Skylar Diggins would have been Angel Reese
bag
before. She would have been Angel Reese before Angel Reese when it comes to NIL.
I saw an interview and it's like, the way y'all wearing y'all headbands right now, that was Skylar.
Yeah, them ninjas.
Yes.
And didn't probably get paid a dime. And Nike endorsed that. And then she didn't even sign with them. Think about it. Yeah. Nike was the only people who was actually selling them headbands. And she signed with Puma.
Mm-hmm. But did they even offer to sign her though?
We don't know. That's
what I'm saying?
That's above my thing.
But it's crazy though that they would sell it, but not even offer.
She signed with Rock Nation. At the time, that was when Jay-Z had his hands in Puma. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably a whole little, you know what I'm saying? Like the same thing with Fly J. Like Fly J being with Rock Nation and then Puma, it's a whole little thing. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably the case. But she would have been exactly that. It's just, but to the point of the hater, like me personally, like I would be tone deaf, as the new generation says, if I were to be like, not everybody's hating on these kids, because somebody probably is. Somebody probably is mad. Somebody mad. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody mad. But like, that's like me if I would be mad at like the kids now on my basketball team. If I find out they getting $200, I'd be like, where's my money? Why didn't I get paid? Bitch, you graduated in 2012.
Didn't they send you your check in the mail?
That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, please. Like, that's what y'all need to start telling people. Like, if you feel that way, like, girl, please. Like, you graduated 12 years. Like, go on. Did they even have Instagram? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't.
Instagram was new. I think it was like 2012 when we were leaving.
I had an Instagram when I graduated.
Same. It was Facebook, and that's it.
Yes. That's when I had an Instagram, and it was only, Instagram wasn't no videos. It was only pictures. That was it. It wasn't this new stuff.
And let me tell you something. I ain't mad at it. Thank you for just the pictures, Lord Jesus. Motherfuckers would have been. I would have been on live or whatever. I don't know.
Right. I'm honestly, I take it because I'll be honest. Like, it's a lot to come with the millions.
Yeah,
it's a lot to come with that. It's a lot to come with Angel Reese being hated on or Angel Reese being attacked or that girl getting death threats and needing security.
Yeah.
That girl needed security to go shopping. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that comes with that. Y'all can, my college days, baby, y'all can have this iCloud. y'all can have this live. Y'all can have that. Somebody want to take a picture of you every time you doing something, they want to post it and send it to a blog. Y'all can go ahead and take it. Y'all can have it. If that's what y'all gotta go through. I'm at a party, I take one sip and y'all get the bottle going like this. I'm good on it, honey.
I couldn't imagine.
But they also get away with a lot of stuff too. Like now, like girls can wear a bikini. What's that little Beautiful Baller page? They going to wear a bikini. Girls can be showing, you know, they can be, some of the Hoopers damn near got OnlyFans. Now, mind you, it's some of them who don't play. But
I mean, we talked about this. And they're beautiful ballers, but they average like 2 points.
That is true.
And 3 minutes a game.
That is
But they're
true.
Beautiful. But they're
and
beautiful.
that's all that matters because that's the name of the page.
It is.
But it's like, well, shout out to it. Like, not knocking it whatsoever.
Facts.
But that's just the thing. Like now they do get away with a lot more, but y'all, a lot come with it. Y'all, I don't want none of y'all to bring nothing up from 2010 that I was doing at the Alpha party, or me in line to get the free oil. I don't want none of that on camera, honey.
None of it. I don't want none of it. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Facts.
So let's So, I mean, pretty much for the most part, I mean, I ain't playing that clip because we done really pretty much covered it all for the most part.
We did.
So, like, y'all go check out it was actually a guy from, let me see. It was a dude from Wall Street Journal who actually used to be a former Trump. He used to work in office or something like that for the government, basically saying, which I'll post the link to, and Stephen A. Smith had his little 2 cents that he wanted to say too about it. About the whole, basically what they were trying to say is that Caitlin Clark needs some government protection, basically like some HR type shit. Y'all just go look at it. We said our opinion on it, so I'm not bringing it up. But let's see here, what we got next.
Government protection is crazy as hell.
Crazy, like what? Like they brought up the word when I saw civil rights in the argument. I said silver. My thing is this though. Y'all talking about civil rights with somebody in the WNBA, but y'all just announced that y'all finna overturn same-sex marriages today? Like, that's not our niche. That's not what we talk about. But I'm just saying it's the point where nobody in the White House said this yet, but somebody who used to be in that position is saying they want the government to get involved. But anyway. So speaking of Caitlin Clark, when is she coming back? Do we know? It's a growing injury, right?
I don't know. To me, I feel like she might not play the rest of the damn season.
No, sis gonna be back for the playoffs.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think they're okay with her not playing because she's that valuable to that franchise. To me, they feel like they probably like, oh, we're getting the same players next year. Like, let's just like rehab her. You know, I don't know. Is it worth risking her getting hurt where she has to sit out all next year?
Not at all. Especially if they winning and they still making noise and they still being
exactly.
You get what? It's not worth it at all. Let's keep on setting her as long as we can. Let her get 100% because she came back too early. That's the first part. She came back early, then couldn't make it to the All-Star game. You know them fans was pissed.
Mad as hell. That's why I bought the ticket.
I want a refund. You know they was hot.
Okay, but thanks for supporting the WNBA, baby.
We appreciate y'all. We appreciate every dollar. Come next year. Go next year though.
She gonna be playing next year.
She'll be playing next year, so make sure y'all check her out. Anywho, but so with that, if we talking about the Indiana Fever, so lately this last week, the debate has been: is Kelsey Mitchell the best player on the Fever?
Absolutely.
My question is this: are we talking about the best player right now when the girl's setting out? Or are we talking about is she the best player all? You know, because Caitlin Clark ain't having the best year, mind you. She does have injury. Or are we talking about last year too? Or are we just saying right now? I need more
To me, I feel like Kelsey has been consistent since she's been with the Fever.
Let me ask this way to get cleared up. With Caitlin Clark 100% healthy, is she the best player on the team? I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to let me clarify because it's a little loose. I want to get it tight back up. The question.
For me, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think it's been proven that, like, I remember I sent you that clip the other day. For one, she's mentioned as like one of the hardest players to guard in the league. That's number one. Yeah. I think she's
who was on it? It was who all said that? Kelsey Plum said she was the hardest to guard.
Kelsey Plum, Alicia Gray.
Alicia Gray said she was the hardest.
It was I feel like it was two other, I feel like it was another girl from Dallas. I don't know. It was like two other players that said it. But for me, I just feel like she's been consistent. She's been with the Fever. She's consistently got better. Yeah. She's been the top scorer with the Fever like 6 out of the 7 seasons. She's like right behind Tamika Catchings as far as like franchise points with the team. Like she doesn't miss any games. Like she's very much, for me, this is me personally, and I'm going to stand 10 toes behind Kelsey because she's from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Period. She went to Ohio State, period.
She went to Ohio State, and I'm going to stand 10 toes behind her. For me.
And there's another thing. Kelsey Mitchell was the top leading scorer in NCAA before Caitlin beat the record. But
exactly.
If you didn't know that, kids, Kelsey's our age, isn't she?
She might be like
maybe 2 year or 2 younger than us. She's close. Just in case y'all didn't know who she was either, but go ahead.
But that is a great point to make. Yeah. Because that kind of brings into what we talked when we talked about this was a couple months ago when we talked about Haley Van Lith, right? Yeah. And what Angel McCautry said, would she be in the league if she didn't have 10,000 followers or the name or anything like that? Would she still be in the league? I don't feel like because Kelsey didn't come up in that big time social media era, she don't have big as a buzz, right, as a Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to take nothing from Caitlin Clark, but I just feel like for me, for Kelsey, like I feel like she's just very strong in multiple like aspects of the game. Yeah. You know, like I think Caitlin is a great passer. I think she's a great shooter. She can create her own shot in that way. But for me, I feel like Kelsey's definitely put in the work. Yeah. Over the past like 7 or 8 seasons.
Kelsey gets better. You can tell Kelsey works on her game.
She does. I mean, like, what did I put in here? Like she's the only Fever player since Catchings to average 15 points in 7 straight seasons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she's maintained that like throughout her whole career. You know, her scoring average ranks top 15 all time in the WNBA history. Like, so, like, we can't take that away from her. We cannot take that away from her. I feel like people just have been asleep because she hasn't been on a strong team since she's been in the league. Now, you put her on one of these stronger teams, like, I feel like it'll be like, oh, Kelsey Mitchell, like, you know what I mean, from when she started. But she stayed with the Fever since she's been drafted. Yeah. And she's been that girl since she's been drafted on the Fever, and stayed with coaching changes, all types of player changes.
Tripping. I think Kelsey
she stayed through it all. She stayed through it all. Like I don't understand. I don't know. For me, like she is such an important piece on that Fever team.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to
even for me, it's like. She's such a distraction to the point where, like, I have to help off of Aaliyah. I have to help maybe off of Caitlin just to, like, be in the pass lane to kind of stop her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she kind of creates, like, okay, like, no, I got to guard her too. You know, we can't be just so focused on Caitlin and Aaliyah the whole time. But she creates that for them to be what they are too as well.
I agree. Damn, Kelsey Plum we got more than 2 years on I said Kelsey Plum on Kelsey Mitchell's ass. That girl was born in 95. She was there. I mean, it wasn't too far off. She went to college in 2014. So I mean, we graduated in 2012. So I mean, the years would be long. But anyway, so to that point, I hear everything that everybody's saying. That's the argument that I don't really have a debate on when it comes to, is she the best player on the team? I hear everything everybody's saying. I love the stats. I love all that she's done. I agree with every single thing that you said. My question is, if she was the best player, why have they not made the playoffs since 2016?
But has she had the personnel to make it since 2016?
So we're saying that Caitlin Clark does have the personnel, which she does. She has the pieces, but I think that she was. You need a point guard to go far. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you only going so far without a point guard. You get what I'm saying? That's just how I see it. But so
that's great that you even think that, because I feel like a lot of teams now feel like they don't need one. But yeah, I agree.
What about let's see, Dallas don't have one, and we see
they don't. But they don't. I don't know if, because the game has changed so much, I don't think they really appreciate a traditional point guard.
Rick Pitino said that. Because what's the name? Caitlin Clark's not a traditional point guard.
She's not.
But I think that, it's still hard to.
I gotta ask you something though.
Yeah.
Do you think Caitlin Clark could win a WNBA championship?
Do I think that she could win a WNBA championship?
Do you think she could lead a team into winning a WNBA championship?
I like her. I like her. I like her as my leader. I like her to lead a team. I do. I think I think that they were missing that leadership. That's why I love the Dewana Bonner edition. I really like. I thought that was just, I felt like they gave her all the pieces this year to do it.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
They gave her that. They got her Dewana Bonner. They got that leadership, that old leadership they said they needed, that vet leadership. They got an enforcer, because like Sophie Cunningham, because they did need that, because everybody was like, they letting everybody push her around, and you need somebody else to do that, because that's not her job. You need a Draymond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
She got that. You got Sophie Cunningham, because when Marina Mabry pulled her little stunt, and then here comes you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the same shit. So I think that she needed that. So I felt like, and the thing about it is that they gave her that quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, that shit gonna take some years. They gave her that next year. You unhappy with the coach? I don't know if she was unhappy with the coach. Somebody was unhappy with the coach, because the coach was only there for a year. We got you a new coach. Got you a coach who's got, who got the potential to get you there. I felt like they gave her them pieces fast. But injuries this year, then the Dewana Bonner situation didn't work out. I mean, I think that they still, like, Aaliyah Boston's still young in the league. You get what I'm saying? She's been there, this third year? She was a year before. I feel like she had it, but like I said, injuries this year. But I can see her getting there. I don't know if I think about this year, definitely wasn't gonna happen regardless with Dewana Bonner. If I think about the additions that Seattle has, that's a lot of weapons. That's too much seniority. That's too many vets on Seattle. Like them, and you think about what Minnesota got. And the thing about what Minnesota, it's like, sometimes I look at Minnesota's roster, they don't have all them big names. How are they so damn good? I think it's just defense. So, I mean, eventually, yes, I see her doing it. But my only question is, like, it's like certain debates, I just, like, listen to people say, what's your opinion? I'm like, I don't know if I really have one. But it's like, when the only question I have is, Caitlin Clark came her first year and they made the playoffs. So if we talk about the best player conversation, so that's my thing on it. But that's my only kind of rebuttal. But if I think about right now, Kelsey doing her thing. She's still the leading scorer in the NBA right now.
Yes.
WNBA. Excuse me.
Yeah.
She's the leading scorer right now. So I mean, she's balling. She definitely balling. I tell you what though. I tell you who's missing Caitlin Clark the most is that damn Aaliyah Boston is missing Caitlin Clark the most.
Because why you say that?
Because Kelsey Mitchell can create her own shot. I think that she's great. Kelsey can create her own shot. She is fast. If we come to the guarding situation, like they talked about, I'm never gonna want to guard speed. I say that. I don't want to guard nobody quick.
Ever.
I don't want to guard. I'm not gonna chase your ass around all night.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. If I had to, I'ma say that. So if we coming from that perspective, as far as
hold on, and she can shoot the three.
And
because you know sometimes you can guard somebody that's quick, but just like you can't really shoot for real. So I'm gonna back up.
That's what I'm saying. If she get a steal, you're not catching her.
Yeah,
if she go past you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be kind of hard. You know, but I think Aaliyah Boston is missing Caitlin Clark. Hey, Caitlin Clark made Aaliyah Boston look really, really good. And I'm not saying that Aaliyah... Now South Carolina fans would be pissed off about that you... Facts. They'll be pissed off about you saying that shit. Because they, low-key, they another squad, too. You can't say nothing about they people. You can't say nothing about Don. They another people too. You can't say nothing about the. Oh, that's your team though.
I love Don.
That's your people.
I love South Carolina. That's me.
Women so loyal. Like women just so you can't. It's how we are with our Beyonce. Like you can't say nothing. Yeah. We mad.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But I just think that she got Aaliyah Boston a lot of shots. That screen and roll action, I thought that was great. So I think that she's missing her a lot. Because
I mean, but she just distracts a lot of stuff though.
Who?
Like Caitlin. Like I mean, her being on the floor, like it leaves her open.
That's because more. You have to guard her
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So now you just got Kelsey on the floor. I can guard you a little bit better now.
That's true, but you know my biggest part of Caitlin Clark's game that I like, man, I love the way she just sees the floor. Like she got basketball IQ is next level. Because a lot of kids ain't got. That's something else that the game is missing. That these kids don't. They don't know basketball like that.
100% true.
A lot of them don't know basketball like they used to. They don't know.
100% true.
They just know shoot.
Like, why am I teaching you in the passing lane when you get to college? I should not be teaching you that.
Yeah.
That should be something you should know. So simple.
Yeah. But it's a bunch of them. Hell, it's a bunch of them that don't even know plays. Speaking of, so we are going to get into. So we're going to go ahead and, because I'm kind of done with that conversation. We went into that. But we didn't make this point. We didn't make the point about Odyssey Sims signing a hardship contract with Indiana Fever. I feel like Indiana Fever has made good moves.
They have. I 100% agree.
Yeah, they made. Who's they front office people? Let me.
I mean, shoot. I loved Ari McDonald. I loved her on this. I thought she was a great addition.
And when did she get hurt? We confused.
I have no idea.
Because Sydney Colson.
I have no idea.
Sydney Colson tore her ACL last week, she was making. I'm telling you, like. They've been giving people opportunity. I don't know what it was with Erica Wheeler when it came to that style of how Erica Wheeler is more. It's all about a system. Erica Wheeler is more successful over here is where she's been versus what to me than what she was with the Fever.
I agree.
Because Sydney Colson didn't touch the floor at all.
With the Aces.
Yeah. And hell, she calling plays. You know what I'm saying? Like she reminded us she could play a little bit. So there was that. She tore her ACL. So with the whole Odyssey Sim situation, because she got waived from because honey, that baby, she done been around the league because she was with I don't forget who she was.
An all-star one year, wasn't she?
Yeah. Hey, now Odyssey definitely was our age because I remember watching Odyssey in the Final Four because her and Brittany Griner won it in 2012 because I went. That was in Denver. Odyssey was nice, boy. That's a competitor.
She was
nice. My biggest thing was this. When it come to them, how she's been a free agent for so long, how did Chicago miss that mark and not sign her? Because they've been needing a point guard all year. They missed the mark with her, in my opinion.
I'll be honest with you. We already talked about this.
Yeah.
Goes back to that whole conversation we had a couple months ago. With such and such being the league, if they didn't have 10,000 or whatever type followers or following or name or anything like that. Because I feel like that's where they are right now in the WNBA. I need names to get people in these seats.
Interesting.
To buy the tickets.
I mean, I can't
to talk
argue
about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I need. You know, so do I care that you are going to be a benefit to the team? But I need people that kind of like low-key idolize you. They want to buy your merchandise. They want to buy your jersey. They want to buy your shoes. They want to like, you know, meet you and sign your autograph. They want to buy the tickets. Like that's, for me right now, like that's the vibe that they're going for.
I don't disagree with that. I think that's a good point. That's not what I would have said. I mean, how I would approach it. But I think that that's the truth. No, I think that's a great point.
Right.
But because my thing, when I think about, and y'all don't know because y'all don't know me yet. If any, now I love Louisville. Now, end of the day, just so you know, Tennessee Tech is first, honey. That's always gonna be first. I love Louisville. I'm from Kentucky. I've always been a Louisville fan. I've always cheered for Louisville. Not really the girls, because I'm not really big on. Only team I cheer for the girls is LSU, because my homegirl is on the staff. But I mean, but the question is that I'm getting at when it comes to Haley. After the past few years that she's had, now she balled last year, so let's shut up. She balled. TCU
at TCU. That was her system.
She balled. LSU. I don't know what the hell that was. But you know what though? I said that there was a decline with Haley Van Lith at Louisville. I told people that when it came to her first 2 years, I was like, I mean, I felt like it was a decline the previous year. I felt that way. I felt
you like before she got to LSU.
Yeah, I felt like that last year was kind of a decline. I mean, I felt that way.
Okay.
But my question is, who is it in the league that should be other than Haley Van Lith? If we can pivot on this, if I put you on the spot.
No. Who's the? Gosh, I wish I could think of her name right after. And see, that just proves my point because I should know her, right? Yeah. The girl that went to Syracuse. Was it Syracuse?
The girl that went to Syracuse. When?
She got drafted. Was it Syracuse?
The girl that went to Syracuse.
She got drafted to the Aces.
Stellars?
No.
Good. Oh, you talking about the I know who you talking about. What is that girl's name? Hold on. What is that girl's
exactly
name?
Yeah, that's what exactly. See? This is our point.
What position is she?
She's a point guard.
What position does Haley Van Lith? Not I don't what
they got her playing a point guard.
LSU had the girl so fucked up and distraught. I couldn't even tell you.
But I thought she wanted to play the point guard though.
She
wanted to learn that position.
And she played. Did she play the point guard at TCU? I know what I'm thinking, but it goes to the conversation of like, it goes to the point of people saying about it's not really true point guards anymore. But I feel like I don't know.
Daisha Fair.
So you saying that?
I'm just saying that's somebody that is number 5 on the top NCAA scoring list in the NCAA women's basketball. And she's not playing on any team right now. That is somebody that I would definitely like try out. Like what?
I think that what moves has Chicago made this year?
None that stand out to me.
So let's talk about, I mean, we ain't got to talk about it because it ain't worth talking about to me because, I mean, what they see it being so bad. I mean, we could talk about front office, organization. You know what I'm saying? Who was in that office? Because you know what I'm saying? Like y'all desperately needed somebody that y'all could have signed. You know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
I mean, I'm over here trying to think who else is not that Fair girl. I like her game, but she was a scorer.
Do they not need a scorer?
You talking about Chicago?
Yes.
They need a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they can't score the ball at all.
Exactly.
They can't score the ball at all.
So that would be somebody I'm looking at. Like
that's somebody.
She can pass it. She can drive it.
Would you put her as an addition to Haley Van Lith, or would you take Haley Van Lith's spot and put her on with that team?
I'm putting Daisha Fair on.
You're adding her to the team, or you taking out Haley? Think about the team. Think about their guards. Let's think about their guards that they got. They got Rachel Banham. Mm-hmm. She's a guard. She stands.
That's the one that be having the cornrows.
Lotto. Okay. You know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
Lotto. So there's that. Ariel Atkins. Hailey Van Lith, and who else?
They're not scoring with those guards now.
That's my point. So
I'm going to take
the stage
her
for you. I'm setting the stage for you.
Okay.
So if we came to who they have now on that team, the 3 people that I just named, are you taking Hailey Van Lith out and putting Fair in, or are you taking somebody else out and adding? That's what I'm saying.
No, I think I would keep Hailey.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would keep Hailey, but I need to add Daisha. I think for me, Hailey, I think she's more of I think she needs a particular type of system to be successful. And I think once a coach figures that out, I think she could be really beneficial to a team.
So I'm going to say this. When I talked about there was a decline with Hailey Van Lith at Louisville, Hailey Van Lith looked very damn good when Dana Evans was there at Louisville. When she looked really, really good when she was with Dana Evans. That's what I'm saying. I think that she needs a counterpart. So, which, I mean, we can't say that. I mean, she had counterparts, but we're going to just scratch the LSU because only she had counterparts. Maybe she had too many counterparts.
But I think it's the system. It's the system.
It's the system.
I don't think it has nothing to do with play.
Yeah. If I was her, I'd just be like, erase that from my Wikipedia or some shit. But, so the question was, who is in the league? Who's it not in the league that you would take over Hailey Van Lith if we talking about a league spot? I can't name somebody because the point was we're saying that Hailey, the Angel made, that Hailey wouldn't be in the league if it wasn't for followers. Because I'm not knocking everything that you said. I agree 100% of what you said as far as what they want names right now. How we gonna get right? I agree with that. But who's not in the league that should be over Hailey? And we can table this conversation because I can't think of nobody who I'm gonna be like, well.
I guess to me, like, me personally,
because the league got some
I don't feel like they do, but I just don't feel like Hailey's making that big of a splash. Like, I probably would like dibble and dabble and try to. I don't exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not losing nothing for real. Like, listen, I'll try you, and
that's
you.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think that so with that team, I think that Hailey got in the right situation. For, you know what I'm saying? I think that she's in the perfect situation because who else do they fucking got? That's
crazy because this is her first year.
Right.
Like, this is her first year. I don't know why, like, I'm thinking it's like.
Because you got to think about it. Them girls be having long-ass seasons. You got to think they just got done. You get what I'm saying?
First
like,
season, yeah.
They just got done hooping. Like, and then they went straight to it. That's why I be like confused. Leah been in the league 3 years? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so long. But I get every single thing that Angel McCoughtry said, but I'm like, with her, the thing about the WNBA is it's not all about like the NBA. Like, you hoop, baby, we're gonna find you a spot. It don't matter no fit. You don't not fit the system. We're gonna make room for you. We're gonna get somebody else out. We're gonna find you a spot. If you can hoop. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna make room for Cooper Flag. We're gonna make room for LeBron. It don't matter. You gotta think about the first pick. We taking whoever's the best. It don't matter. We're gonna find you a spot. The WNBA is not like that. But I'm thinking, like, when I think about the situation that Hailey Van Lith is in, the team is awful. They're not going to make the playoffs. Have they won 5 games? I don't know if they've even won 5 games.
But that's the crazy part. I feel like they have the potential to be, like, really good. Like, they
guards
really
is
do.
so bad.
They are. And it's just like, but that paint presence is so good.
Yeah.
With Angel and Cardoso, like,
yeah,
they have like so much potential to be.
People don't want to play there.
You told me that.
People don't want to play there. They ain't got no facilities. You got they ain't got no facilities. They got it's giving that they administration is terrible. They ain't made no moves. They front office, they GMs is giving all this bad. They got to drive 45 minutes to practice.
I think maybe we should run it. Y'all hit us up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all hit us up. We'll run it.
It's a whole lot of politics in that shit for me because I just be like, fuck y'all. But anyway, but and we're going to table this conversation because I'm going to do some more research because I feel where everybody come from on that. But it's like when I think about it, I'm like, well, who should be in the league? Who isn't? You know what I'm saying? Over Hailey is how I see it.
Right.
We gonna table
really making a list of who's in the league.
I'm gonna make a list of who got a case over Hailey Van Lith in the league.
Okay.
We gonna come up with that.
That'd be interesting to see. Okay.
That's gonna be a good one.
Y'all hold her to that.
What about what's the name? What about what's the name just got waived? Zaya Cook.
Zaya Cook just got waived too.
Would you take
I feel like
her?
she ain't really. She ain't got that much playing time over Haley. Like, they about the same to me.
Even if we can't compare WNBA stats, if we compare college stats, are you taking Haley or are you taking Zaya?
I love South Carolina, so I'm gonna take
biased?
Zaya. I'm gonna
You
take
biased?
Zaya. Hell yeah.
That's a biased response?
That is a biased response.
Okay. That tells me everything I need to know.
I'm taking Zaya all day.
That tells me everything that I need to know. And there's not a thing wrong with that. There's not a thing wrong with that. Okay. Well, let's see. We've been going. I hope y'all stuck around. We've been letting it go.
Oh my husband, gosh, I know.
Cause I was like, man, like we trying to be on here all day long, but my husband, like I don't know what it is with men on YouTube. Terrell listened to a YouTube. Hell, Joe Budden was on there for 3 hours of the day, and I was like, damn. I was like, Jesus.
We hope y'all still listening. Like,
right.
Oh my gosh.
If not, just take a little break and come back. You feel me? Take
back.
Hit a little pause.
Does that count as 2 views? Probably not.
That's probably not.
That's okay.
Probably not. Let's see here. Do we want to get into the girl? Do we want to get into the UT girl?
Nah. We could probably just end it on the mid-major moment.
Let's do that. So we got a segment, and the segment is, what is your mid-major moment? So what that means is the mid-major moment is the biggest prove them wrong moment. So like your underdog moment in your life or your career, just anything that, just, and why that is your mid-major moment.
Okay.
Good segment. You want to go first?
All right. Yeah, I can go first.
Go ahead.
So for me, I would say, like, there was a time during my AAU career, probably when I was about 13, 14, I did not get in the game. Okay? I sat the bench, baby. I was like one of those players that got in when we were up 20 and got in with like 2 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? And I think the impact that can take on your confidence, could be a lot. Yeah. And playing Ohio girls basketball, there are a lot of talented basketball players that come from Ohio. Yeah. And I used to hoop in
Ohio a lot, actually. I've stayed up there. Yeah.
And and the teams that I have played on, I've played with such amazing, talented players. Yeah. Always. And I think growing up, it was very hard to find where I fit in with all of that. And being such a young age, it's like, man, like, I'm not like this super prolific scorer, but I have these things that I do really great. But is it good enough? You know what I'm saying? Is it good enough? I don't know. And that's something that I struggle with a lot. So like going forward, my dad actually coached me in high school. So being that I already had like some things that I was struggling with, like confidence wise, and then I get to a situation where my dad is coaching me in high school, it then became to a point of like, oh, now you're only playing because your dad's coaching, and
even if it was true, so.
But that's the crazy part, is that it definitely wasn't.
It usually never is.
It definitely wasn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? My dad has always been real with me from the jump. Always. Yeah. Even during that time during AAU, he was like the assistant coach. And the only thing he told me was like, just make sure you're ready when your name is called.
Period.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he wasn't like, oh, like, on
you
the
got an
coaching.
old school daddy. Them old school people, they ain't play that shit.
Yeah, no.
If you wasn't good, your ass wasn't getting
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so it was just like, you just be ready when your name is called. Was I putting in the work? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But he always told me, you be ready when your name is called. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be caught sleeping. That's what he always told me. But when I got to high school, like I said, it was that still same narrative of now, like, oh, now she's only playing because of her dad. And it's like dang, even still,
Right.
After all the stuff that I'm doing and the hard work that I'm putting in, it's still not good enough. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, my prove 'em wrong moment necessarily wasn't for other people.
Yeah.
That didn't believe in me or believe in my skills. It was for me, because I've always been my worst critic. So for me, it was just like, when I got to college, I feel like I really flourished. Like I really flourished, and I feel like I accomplished things that I didn't even think that I could do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was, hold on. You see my paper. I had to write it down.
Hey, you old school, bruh. The fact that you got that shit on an envelope, that done took me back to my grandma type shit.
Okay.
You know, Granny writes some stuff on the envelope in a minute. Give me that paper over there.
It's surprised, like the way, like my college career was a prove me wrong moment. Like, girl, you been had it. You know what I'm saying? Like number 12 on the all-time scoring list. Me.
Come on. Come on.
1,475 points.
Come on.
Me. I did
Come
that.
on.
Me.
Come on.
Okay.
Talk to him.
Number 3 on the assist.
Talk to him.
What?
Let them know they had you messed up.
Number 4 on free throws made.
Come through. Give them the stats.
Number 3 on games played.
Give them number 3 on the games played.
Me. And number 6 on 3-point field goals made.
Come on.
Bitch, that's me.
That's her.
Okay? I did that. And for me, that was not for nobody else but for me, because my college career made me feel validated enough. Period. So where it was just like, girl, you been had that. Period. And I just want to shout out to the girls that I played in college with, because I feel like their belief in me made me better. You know what I mean? And especially China, like her expectations of me made me better. You know what I mean? It made me want to be better. It pushed me to be outside my comfort zone. It's not that I didn't know how to do those things, but I played my role well.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like when I was growing up, I played my role well. I was a very much traditional point guard.
Yeah.
My dad always told me, like, if you don't turn the ball over, you play defense, and you work hard, you gonna get in the game. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got the ball to my scores, play defense, I ain't turn that motherfucker over.
Period.
Hey, I'm in the game. Okay?
Period.
But my college career was definitely like a vindication moment for me, where it was just like, yeah, girl, you did that shit. Because little Courtney didn't ever think I could do those things. Like, be on 1,000-point list. Like me, 1,000 points? That's crazy. You know, but I did that shit.
So you didn't do 1,000 points in high school?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, I played my role. Okay, I played defense. I ain't turned that motherfucker over. I ran the offense, and I got my ball to the scores. That's what the fuck I did. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny because I say that because it was a game. It was a tournament we were playing in. This was maybe my second year, and they were like double teaming China, like double teamer, and I was like wide open, you know. But I was just like, I'm not supposed to, like, I don't got the green light like that, like, you know what I'm saying, like. The play is for me to get you the ball. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? And she was like, drive it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. Okay, that's what you want me to do? I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I did it. I did it with ease. And girl, they called a timeout. And my coach was like, do that again. You need to do it again. Drive it every single time. And I was taken back. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me a little bit more leash.
You gotta take what the defense gives you.
Okay. And then even China was like, drive it. I said, oh, okay. Like, that was the first time I had been in a situation where it was just like, you do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Like, I had never been in a situation like that. Like, yeah, I can run the offense.
Part. And I'm loving this story. This is like so beautiful. I'm loving this story because this isn't the typical, this isn't the typical story you hear from high school to college, if that makes sense. Because I was the GOAT, I did that. You get what I'm saying? As far as I was the main scorer, you don't never hear that. You know what I'm saying? In college. So this is good.
Right. So like I said, I played my role. I had no problem with that. I did what I was supposed to do. It's not saying that I didn't know how to, but
yeah,
I did what I was supposed to do on the teams that I was on. And then when I got to college, I feel like I really got to flourish. And the girls that I played with, like, they believed in me that much.
Yeah.
That I feel like it made me a better player overall. But at the end of the day, like, my underdog moment was just really, like, proving myself wrong.
Yeah.
And doing something that I felt like I never would. Because when they gave me my 1,000-point ball, like my senior year, like the start of the year, I was shocked. I had no idea they were doing it. And I was just like...
You didn't know you was getting the ball, or you didn't know you got there?
I didn't know I had 1,000 points. I didn't know I was getting the ball. I didn't know anything.
But bless your heart, honey.
Exactly. Because I'm
the bitch who was keeping up with that shit.
See, no. Me, and that's exactly like me. I'm like, bro, I'm never going to get 1,000 points. Like, what? That's not me. So when they said, like, oh, like, we're celebrating this 1,000, I'm like, me? I got 1,000 points.
That's
like,
crazy.
That is crazy as hell.
Ooh.
Like, in that moment, I was like, bitch, you good.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
You good.
I know that's right. That's why, you know what? That's why we make a good team. Because I'm the bitch who knew coming into the season I got 625. I'm the bitch who knows it's how many assists. What, one assist?
I need one more.
I'm the bitch who knew that. Okay? I'm the bitch who had the countdown. That I'm the bitch who probably, low-key, if I'm keeping it a buck, I'm the bitch who had a party probably set up for after the game, because I only need 18. So we gonna have the little party. You know what I'm saying? I was that girl.
But y'all know what's crazy though? Like, playing her for 4 years, like, she never gave that energy, like, on the court. I swear. Like, when we got cool, I was so taken back. I was like, girl, I thought she was like a mute or something. I don't know.
That is so interesting. Nobody has ever said that. You're the only person who's ever said that.
Because you would be one of the captains that came up and we would be in the middle.
Yeah.
And, like, you just really, like, I don't know, like, you just didn't, like, the personality that I know now is not something that I would have thought by initially looking at you all those years ago, like, when we would be shaking hands and guarding each other and all those things. Yeah. Tacarra is so outgoing. She's beyond outgoing, and I never would have thought that at all.
You thought I was, like, quiet?
Yeah.
That's like a level of focus, probably. You know what I'm saying? That's probably a level of focus, because you're the only person who's ever said that. Other people would be like, I look at you. My homegirl, shout out to my homegirl, Casey. She, rest in peace. But she would be like, bruh, I look at you and be like, she thinks she the shit. Like, you the only person who's ever said that.
Yeah, no, I never thought that. I was just, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I, like, when we first got to know each other and we're, like, actually, like, building our friendship, I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't, like, this personality, I never would have thought at all. Like, at all.
Interesting. Mm-mm. No. Shout out to you. They need people like you in sports. Because, no, I'm the bitch who would have been like, okay, you got my cake, Terrell, make sure you get that cake afterwards with 1,000 on it, because after we having a party, because I only need 18. The shit would have been popping off. We would have been celebrating. I would have had it all planned out. I'm that girl.
I mean, you had a whole suit made for the Hall of Fame.
Bitch. Been waiting on that moment.
Listen,
okay?
It was Purple Rain. Yeah. Purple Rain. Yeah.
Been waiting. Like, that, you know, I paid $1,600 for this shit.
It looked good though.
It did look good. I already had the vision in my head. Like, it was already, the party was set. The flyers were made.
You made the announcement that you were being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and all of a sudden you were at the designer's office, and then there was like a menu, and I'm like, dang.
Bitch had signature drink.
Yeah. Hold on. You had a Morehead State drink. And I was like, nah, I got a Morehead State drink. I think you had like 30 some points or something. And I said,
oh, a triple double.
That's you had a triple double.
Yes,
I said, yes. I was like, but did you win though? She was like, no. I said, okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, I could. It was about me. I couldn't worry. Oh yeah, so that's what the signature drinks was. See, I'm just so yeah. The signature drinks was the big game. So it was like a 41. It was triple double, and then I forgot the other one, child. But yeah, that was it. That's hilarious. That's so on brand. That is just so unbrand for me. That's funny. My mid-major moment. Your story was absolutely great, by the way. That was beautiful. Like,
thanks, girl.
If I wasn't already like tipsy, I would have probably cried or something because I thought that was beautiful. Mine. Let's see. I want to say my mid-major moment was definitely. I want to say not. Of course, the Hall of Fame thing was like it, but I want to say like my speech was my moment, just because like. A part of my speech, and it's on YouTube. I'll link that too. It was a part in my speech where it was so many people who had doubted me, who told me like, I remember EKU's coach told my high school coach that I wasn't D1. Like, she ain't D1. I remember Austin P telling, my high school coach, we're going to take this girl over her. And I remember like WKU being like, nah, we gonna do this instead of that. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, and like in my Hall of Fame speech, I had like called all three of them teams out, and I had talked about how like EKU, I said, thank you for telling. I was thanking them basically. I was like, thank you for telling my high school coach I wasn't D1 because your name, EKU's name on my 1,000-point ball, it feels great. And then I had said how like when they said Austin P was talking about how they was gonna take a player over me, and that she guarded me, and I gave her 39. So I was like, appreciate that. And then like when we played WKU, they came home and I gave them 30. So it's like I had got my revenge tour back. So like I had talked about that, and I had talked about just basically telling people like always just bet on yourself. Like Absolutely. When it comes to people, when people say you can't do something, just remember them. Like, your time gonna come where you can show them right, where you can prove them wrong. Like, every single time. Like, make them eat their fucking words. Because it can't be, to this day, like, and I don't care about this stuff no more. But like, even when I moved to Bowling Green, every single time WKU's coach saw me, she was like, I made a recruiting mistake. And I'm like, you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did. So it's just like, you just remember that stuff. Like, because your time is always going to come to prove people right. So I'm kind of like more like you too. Like, but me, honestly, I felt like I always knew that girl. I was that girl. Like, I always had that confidence. But for me, I was just always going to take names, and then I'm just going to show you later. Like, I'm going to make sure that you see me.
Right.
So for me, I think it was more necessarily my speech. Like, that was my time for me to just, enjoy my moment, tell y'all about yourselves, and just celebrate and me be who I am. So I think that was my moment.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like we both have those EKU moments for sure. My brother went to EKU after he left the Air Force Academy. He played football there. And I like always made it a point, like, I am not going to lose to EKU because I ain't going to be talking shit to my brother. Just not about that.
I used to tear their asses up.
Same.
Yeah, they asses used to get
all
tore
the
up.
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
They was an easy little 25.
Same.
19 rebounds. Some shit you ain't never did before. 19 rebounds. They was always a career high. 1,000 points.
I said I wanted my brother to walk on campus with his head held high. Yeah. Okay? Like,
for me, it was just always, I'll tell you a funny story really quick. I'm going to tell you a funny story. And I just got to say this. I remember, so my husband played on the men's team at Tech. Mm-hmm. Something that stands out about EKU. This was back when you used to Ubu and Skype.
Yeah.
So me and my husband would Ubu and Skype.
Ubu is crazy.
Ubu is crazy. So for the kids, before there was FaceTime, once upon a time, we used to have to get on the computer and we used to have to go to certain websites and use video to talk to people. It was new at the time. We didn't have FaceTime and all that. We barely had iPods. We barely had iPhones. There you go.
Barely. Yeah.
Barely had iPhones. So just to take you back to nostalgia. Right. Google it, whatever. So me and Terrell was Ubu, and we was and Terrell, shout out to my homeboy Bassy. He was on the men's team too. Bassy was friends with some girl on EKU's team. And I ain't gonna say the girl's name, but whatever. He was friends with her, and they was in the background, and the girl was talking shit. And she was like, yeah, I'm guarding Tacarra. Cause Terrell them got some shit started, cause they started shit first. And they was like, yeah, we got the twins with the threes. We got Tacarra with the drive. They was talking shit, and she was like, oh, I'm guarding Tacarra, not knowing that Terrell is my boyfriend. So Terrell was like, you said what? Like, huh? Like, what? And she was like, yeah, I'm guarding Tacarra, like, and I'm gonna shut her down. And I'm like, who? Like, who are y'all talking? Like, who is this? And they tell me the girl's name, and I pick up my scout report, and I'm like, I don't know who this is. Like, I'm shuffling. I'm like, she's not on.
She's on like the third page of the roster list.
She was at the end, like the very last. And if she, like the picture wasn't even available.
Like 0.02.
Facts. What's that? The shit might have said, you know how the scout report, it'd be like about 3 points. The shit might have said, too fast. All the shade. Yes, it's all shade. The shit might have said fast.
Hey, bro, that's wild as fuck.
Hey, real shit though. You know what I mean when the shit only got 1 point on it. The shit said fast. That's all I can tell you. All the shade.
Hey, bro, stop saying it. Okay, stop saying it. It's over.
Yeah, I just had to make that point. But this was a good show.
It was.
It was a good show. It was fun.
It was fun. I feel like we got loose.
We did. You only gonna get better with each time, and I enjoy this. This is fun. Like, this is literally just talking. It's girl time. It's girls' night for me.
Absolutely.
I can have me a little drink. What we need from you guys: continue to subscribe if you haven't already.
Please do.
Continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. We would gladly appreciate you. Also, too, if you guys would like to support us, you can. We have. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see. I can probably do that. I can edit that part. Yeah, we got a little, if you want to, send a little something to us, we got a Venmo account. Mm-hmm. What is the Venmo? It is the Mid-Majors Pot on Venmo. Yeah, we've been working hard. We got a lot of things for y'all that we want to do. Mm-hmm. If you want to, send us a little something, go ahead, donate. I'm on my Armand today. Yeah, we got some, y'all let us know what y'all want. We plan on doing merch. Like I said, we do have goals. Like, we want to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. We want to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, but we can't do it without you guys' help. So Absolutely. We need ya.
Absolutely.
We need ya.
Absolutely.
But yes, we appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. Let us know in the comments. Go like, be interactive. Let us know. Send us topics. Let us know what you want to hear from us. We appreciate you guys. And Courtney, you got anything else to say?
I don't have anything else. Tonight was fun. Like Tacarra said, definitely comment. Like, subscribe, all of that. All feedback is welcome. We love it. We love to hear
all of it. Let us know. We know how to take criticism. If it's something you don't like, let us know. Like, I don't like that segment. And I'd be like, we did. But we'll still talk about it. But whatever.
We'll talk about it, yeah.
We'll talk about it. But thank you guys for tuning in with us. And we will see you guys next week.
All right, y'all. Bye.